Particular harassment of the gay community. Over the Labor Day weekend, 13 people were rounded up on Castro Street as they were leaving the bar.
It was a dark time. It was a hard time to be gay in American society.
And so that led me to a situation of saying, well, in other words, what people do sexually, there's no safety net for them. And I was a night minister out and taking care of drunks. And I went to this fancy hotel, I went in this room, and here were two gay guys with their genitals kicked in. They said, we can't get a police report because it was the police who kicked in their genitals.
It was really violent. The Manishin Society knew that Glide Church was a liberal, progressive church. They called and they said, we need some help.
I went to the police department and said, I'm going to have a dance, and you're not going to come in and bother us, and we're all going to dance, and we're going to dance together, and men are going to dance with men and women with women. I'm going to hire the band.
The chief of police, Cahill, at that time made a major mistake by raiding that ball because the organizers had done everything right.
I set him up, quite frankly.
Ted, he's always a problem.
He's self-aggrandizing.
Ted likes a good fight.
I think some of his ideas are completely cuckoo.
The P.T. Barnum of sex.
You understand why Ted is such a character.
Ted McElveen is the person who made the gay community in San Francisco possible.
So they said to me, change them. Obviously, they're sinners or sick. I went back to the church and said, okay, you can't understand homosexuality without understanding human sexuality. They said, all right, go and find out what they need to know about human sexuality.
The National Sex Forum was a sex education facility that had as its mission doing workshops for the general public and for health educators.
It was a program of sex positiveness where people learned about all of the diversity of human sexuality without any judgment, and that's what we wanted the Sex Forum to be, some place where nobody was judged for what they did.
We were sitting along in big pillows and watching all these sex films going on at one time.
Human sexuality had so permeated your brain that you weren't puritanical anymore. Ted invented that, and it was absolutely stunning to me.
I mean, why don't you just read the Bible and preach the way ministers are supposed to do?
I'm very interested in sex. I don't see that I have to give up sex or religion. I think if I had to give up one or the other, I'd give up religion. I think sex is better.
I found it very interesting that a minister should be so interested in sex, but that's Ted.
It's interesting when you think about the fact that these pattern films were made and produced by two Methodist ministers. That's shocking, alarming to some people.
He's now a nationally known sex educator whose sex films are used by thousands of universities, social agencies, and sex counselors.
The last 50 years of human sexuality, I really can't think of anyone who was more significant and did more things for more people than Dr. Ted.
You have to say that if you're dealing with an individual's sexuality, you take off your shoes and walk on holy ground.